not my plan. I say lob it to Ryan Perez in the paint off a couple of screens.
Esquivel to Garcia. Off the deflection. Los Fresnos comes back and wins. Now Santa Maria will put up a three. Bang! Santa Maria!
There's Warner. Here comes a headed jam. Counted for two. Field. Adios! And the Falcons win on a walk-off. And it's saved.
What a game. Cortez smacked to the left. That is gone.
Lob for Perez. That's my play. Off the backboard. Counting and a win. And a win. Ryan Perez wins the game for the Santa Rosa Warriors, and they go nuts. And why not? And a very pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another broadcast here on Rio Sports Live as we're coming to you from Houston, Texas, Tudor Fieldhouse, Rice University, as we are set for the Texas Charter State Championships for the girls basketball title here on Rio Sports Live. The Legacy Titans taking on the Keller Eagles. Both teams out taking warm-ups during our pregame show. Thanks again for tuning in for the broadcast. John Herrera on the camera, my wife Dahlia also assisting, and Daisha Herrera will be assisting us on the broadcast as well. As we're coming to you, again, from the home of the Owls, this is Tudor Fieldhouse on a Saturday night. Earlier action, we had middle school championships crowned, and now we're set for the state championships for the girls, and then we'll follow it up with a doubleheader as later tonight we'll have the boys on the floor. Team captains meeting out in the center circle as we are getting set for this broadcast. What got these teams here? Legacy knocked off Idea Wessico yesterday by the final score of 59-8. 10 players scored in that game for Legacy, and they set the tone in the first quarter, outscoring their opponent 24-2 after 8 minutes of play. Deanna Bradley and Aaliyah Yates ended up with 10 points apiece to lead the team in scoring, but again, they had 10 players total in the scorebook. Aliyah Livingston with 9 points. Kendall Hitchens with 7. Brittany Anderson with 6. Caitlin Leaks with 5. And Chamberlain Elliott finished with 4 points in that ball game. A dominating performance in which they just brought pressure defense up and down the court and never let up, cruising through the semifinals. Keller on the other side knocked off Leander 38-16. After 1 quarter of play, it was 3-0, and Keller had not scored a point. Yet, they were playing strong defense, and they were trying to set the tone that they weren't going to let Leander operate anywhere near their normal offense, and it ended up working out just fine. They trailed 3-0 after a quarter and then went to work. Reagan Borman finished with 10 points to lead the team in scoring. Chloe Storms had 8 points. Sharon Imiranda had 7 points and 10 rebounds. Naria Rivas had 7 points. In the third quarter, on the adjustments made at halftime, Keller outscored Leander 12-2 en route to the victory. And so we're set for the championship game. Keller takes on Legacy. Titans takes on Eagles. Back with more on our pregame show. This is Real Sports Live. Okay, at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past? First pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you, forever memories. 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
We are the Andre Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rodo Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
We're Los Fresnos calling live. You're watching Real Sports Live.
Back here on Rio Sports Live as we continue on our pregame show. Right now on screen, you see the Keller Lady Eagles as they are taking their warm-ups. They'll be the home team on the scoreboard here. as they have made the transition from St. Thomas University here in Houston, just a little bit down the road, to Rice University, and here are the home of the Owls. Again, this Keller team played just stifling defense against Leander yesterday, and it wasn't necessarily full court pressure, but what it was a half court defense that just outright took Leander completely out of their game plan. And Leander, even though they made adjustments, tried to get the ball to their playmakers, Keller had an answer each and every time on the counter. On the other side, the Legacy Lady Titans brought pressure from the word go. In some games, I've described it, they were pressuring as soon as they got off the bus. This team was pressing with a diamond and one mid-court press, and it was a tone-setting press in the first quarter that really put the game away when they took on Idea Wesico. So pressure defense by one team, half-court defense by the other, would tell you this may be a low-scoring affair. And yet you look at quarters in both games yesterday in the semifinals, both of these teams have players that can get the job done and score points. Anytime you have a team that presses, if the other team can break the press, you get a lot of easy looks and opportunities. So if one elects to press the other and the other team can break that press, we may indeed see that scoreboard run up a lot higher scores than what we saw yesterday. If defense dominates, it'll be a low-scoring affair, but it'll be every point earned, and whoever puts that crown on for the state championship will know it, that they took on a quality opponent that defended them from start to finish. Teams heading over the sideline. We'll hand it over to the PA announcer in just a moment. Take a final break. Everything we do is free on Rio Sports Live. We don't charge any schools to broadcast our games. We certainly don't charge fans to watch our games. It is the advertising that pays 100% for what we're doing. We'll have the PA announcer take over right after this. This is Rio Sports Live.
Our home team tonight, coming all the way from Keller, Texas, your North Texas regional champions and state finalists. Let's hear it for the Eagles from International Leadership of Texas, Keller. And our other state finalists coming from Spring, Texas, your East Texas regional champions. Let's hear it for the Titans from Legacy, the School of Sports Sciences. Parents, teachers, and administrators, we'd like to thank you all so much for coming out to show your support. Please help us to recognize the participants on each of our teams tonight, starting off with the Eagles from IL Texas Keller. Let's recognize number 2, Miss Maria Rivas. Wearing number 3, Miss Zena Durangu. Number 4, small forward, Miss Chloe Starnes. Wearing number 5 for the Eagles, let's hear it for Miss Raven Foreman. Point guard number 10, Miss Kayla Shorts. Wearing number 11 for the Eagles, let's hear it for Miss Lauren Burrah. Eagles number 15, Sharon Pinda. Power forward number 32, Miss Jaya Proctor. Apologies, that is number 23, Miss Jaya Proctor. And finally, for the Eagles power forward, number 32, Miss Vicky Wainama. Coming from Keller, Texas, the Eagles are led by head coach Aisha Foster. And we'd also like to recognize the other members of the coaching staff, Mr. Dwaylen Crosby, Mr. Jared McCrate, and Mr. Victor Cathy. Let's hear it once more for your North Texas Regional Champions and State Finalists, the Eagles from International Leadership of Texas. And our East Texas Regional Champions and State Finalists from Spring, Texas, please help us to recognize. Wearing number 5, Miss Jonisha Neal. Wearing number 10, Miss Sonia Southern. Number 14, Miss Janiyah Williams. Number 15, Miss Logan Pleasance. Number 20, Miss Tony Mitchell. Miss Maya Harris. Caitlin Leaks. Number 32, Miss Elena Yates. Number 34, Miss Chamberlain Elliott. Suiting up as number 1, let's hear it for Miss Aliyah Livingston. Titans number 2, let's hear it for Deani Bradley. Number 4 for Legacy, Miss Brittany Anderson. Number 33, let's hear it for Jasmine Jesse. The Titans, let's give a big round of applause for number 35, Miss Kendall Hutchins. Once more, let's give a big round of applause for your East Texas Regional Champions and State Finalists coming from Spring, Texas. Let's hear it for the Titans. From the Legacy, the School of Sports Sciences.
Back with the opening tip-off after this.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for a fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
Service is attitude. How far are we willing to go to service our community, our dealership here for you, and you? Sky's the limit.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sun rises and sun sets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
And Luke for your motors, we're moving forward. Same great service, same great people, same great cars and trucks, and these great white letters. Our vision is crystal clear. Luke for your motors, we're on the move.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, PA announcer has concluded the national anthem has been played, and now we are set to bring you the first game of two here tonight on our broadcast schedule. Girls State Championship game, Texas Charter Schools, Keller versus Legacy. Following up, we'll have the boys championship game, and then we'll wrap things up for the broadcast here on this trip to Houston on Valentine's weekend. Happy Valentine's Day a little early. It's Monday, but I'll give a shout out in that direction for all of you out there who I may not be able to talk to or see prior to that. Keller will be in the white uniforms. They're in the gold trim. That's the case they were in last game. And Legacy will be in the visiting uniforms. They're in the maroon, going right to left as you take a look on your screen. Height advantage, I would say there's really none between the two teams. They both have interior players that can dominate on the inside. They also have good guard play. Keller will win the opening toss, and they'll have the ball, and away we go here in the first quarter. Passing it right-hand side as Borman takes it on the dribble. She'll get fouled right at the baseline, as immediately she went right to work. Borman yesterday ended up with 10 points, leading the team in scoring. And right out of the gate, she draws a foul and gets to the free throw line. Two-shot opportunity, first one no good for Reagan Borman. Made free throw here will set the first guideline as to whether or not Keller will immediately start to press. Here's the made free throw. It's your first point of the game. They do not press, they back off, and Legacy will bring it up. Legacy again had a lot of layups in the first quarter of their semifinal game against Idea Westaco. Bradley hands it off. They'll go inside. That banker's up and in. Jasmine Jesse with the basket. They went right inside. No press by Legacy. Keller brings it up as Borman takes it off the dribble. Passes it left side, and that's deflected out of bounds. So again, like I talked about, if you're a team that commits to pressing, you also have to be ready that if that team breaks the press, there's some opportunities on the backside of a press for easy baskets. Right now, Legacy out of the gate, not pressing. There's a good crowd right below us here at Rice University as well, making a lot of noise for this game. Keller on the dribble to the right side into a double team. Picked up there by Starnes, and another foul call as Chloe Starnes put the ball on the floor. You could see Legacy trying to double team the ball as it was down on the low blocks on the outside, extended from the low blocks out beyond the arc. Borman with a catch. Takes in the paint, hands it off. Banker no good. Offensive rebound, though, and put it up and in. Made by Chloe Starnes. Starnes with the offensive rebound. Ball back on the other side. Legacy down 3-2. Pass it inside again. That shot's blocked. Offensive rebound, though. Get it back in the paint. That one's up and in. Jasmine Jesse with another bucket. Legacy back on top at 4-3. Borman brings it up. She'll be guarded on top by Brittany Anderson. A quick whistle timeout. Now, both coaches have got to see the other's initial game plan. And now they'll start the chess match of talking over how to strategize against what they're up against. We'll be back with more. This is the state championship gamble for the Texas Charter Schools. Keller taking on Legacy. I'm Joe Bowling. This is Rio Sports Live.
Rio Sports Live.
Plan your escape? Beach, bay, or both? Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals.
Back here on Real Sports Live, we are in the first quarter here from Rice University. State championship game of the charter schools. Keller with the ball after they called that timeout. They'll work it in the paint. That's off the back of the rim. No good. Missed shot by Lauren Dura. And a quick rebound for Legacy. Outlet pass. Here's Deanna Bradley. Bradley had a lot of activity against that Ideal Wessico team in that win there. Off the drive, right side layup, no good. Offensive rebound. Put up, no good. And it's taken on the rebound by Keller, and then a whistle and a jump ball. Jasmine Jesse working inside for those rebounds. Jesse already with 4 points, has scored all the points for Legacy thus far. Catches it now, gets it out to Aliyah Livingston. Livingston hands it off. Now they'll go inside. Nice look. Shot up and in. Jesse's there again. Good assist, and Jasmine Jesse was 6 early points. Couple of minutes gone. Borman has the ball in the front court. There's a quick whistle and a foul call. And yesterday we saw Legacy with all that pressure. And now 3 quick fouls here in the early going. Ball deflected out of bounds right there. Just a couple minutes gone. Share the link if you're watching on our social media. Let other fans know these games are going on. Keller will inbound the ball. Find a cutter, that's Borman, has to save it. Back outside it goes to Starnes. On the dribbles, Borman running one-hander off the glass and in, Reagan Borman. 1 point game at 6-5. Now pressure by Keller in the backcourt. Kiana Bradley throws over it, gets it to Livingston. Livingston beats him with a pass to Elliott. Quick jumper on the way, that one won't go. Long rebound, saved by Elliott, but right in the hands of Keller, and here comes Borman bringing it up. That pass deflected, and on the steal, a foul is called. All right, Borman saw that she had Sharon Imranda behind the Legacy defenders, but Deanna Bradley was able to get a hand on that, steal it, and then force the foul. Legacy basketball. They lead by 1 here at 6-5. Pass to the baseline. That's behind the player, and it goes out of bounds. Bradley had the idea for the Lady Titans that as Chamberlain Elliott was cutting through on a backdoor cut, she could catch her. Keller now on the offensive end. Lady Eagles working to the free throw line. Back outside, just inside the arc. Off the mark, no good. Long rebound, though. Tracked down by Azina Ndrangu. Ball back outside. This is a deep 3 off the front of the rim, no good. We saw Borman taking some warm-ups out there yesterday at halftime and again today. Misfired on that. Legacy back with the ball. Bradley brings it across. Has it between the circles. Takes a look as the defense backs off just a bit. Here's Livingston off the dribble, and she'll draw a foul. Stops play with 4:31 left here in the first quarter of play. The Legacy Lady Titans will inbound the ball outside to Livingston. Livingston from the top of the key, veers left side. Defended, gets it outside to Bradley. Bradley gets to the free throw line, tried to dish it off and traveled first. She thought about going right with a pass. Then she took it further in the paint, and that called the steps. Yes, on the fans watching on YouTube, Leadership Prep will play next in the boys championship game. We'll have that broadcast here on Real Sports Live. Here's a 3 for the Lady Eagles. That's short. Ball goes out of bounds. We didn't see much success beyond the arc yesterday for the Lady Eagles. They really didn't need it. It was all that defense that just really controlled the game. Off the press, Elliott brings it up, throws it up high, catch by Elliott, put it up, in. Jasmine Jesse for 2 more. Off the pass from Elliott. 8-5 the score. Borman off the dribble, stays out wide. Guarded by Bradley on the one-on-one. Hands it off to Lauren Dura. Dura gets it back in the paint, off the dribble, kick it back outside. That'll be a travel. Rivas probably had the defender beat if she carries that on up for a layup. But because she looked right to pass the ball first, thus the extra step. Outside to Bradley. Bradley off the dribble, dishes inside. Now they're trying to post up Jessie. One-on-one against Sharon Miranda, who's defending her down there on the blocks. And why not? Jasmine Jessie thus far, 8 points. All 8 points scored for the Titans. They'll throw it into her this time, but it's tipped and controlled by the Eagles as Dura gets the steal. Brings it up. Guarded by Livingston. Handles the ball with either hand. Takes it to the left hand. Takes a bump. Lost control off the turnover. Here come the Legacy. Get it ahead to Bradley. Bradley tried to dish it off as Livingston was on her right, but defended well by Borman, who got back for Keller. Keller will inbound the ball. Coming up on the 3-minute mark here of the first quarter. We're at Rice University in Houston, Texas on a Saturday night. Reagan Borman off the dribble, handed off, travel. Quick whistle on that one as Borman and Rivas on the exchange. That turnover gives the ball back to the Legacy Titans. Now we saw some press by the Keller Eagles. They backed off on that. So Legacy will bring it up. The Lady Titans. Leah Levinston takes it right side. Nice dish inside. Banker good. Logan Pleasant on the finish. Off the assist. 10-5 your score. 2:37 to go here in the first quarter. Keller down by 5. Again, yesterday they were held scoreless in the first quarter, so don't count them out if they're behind. This team certainly has shown they can be resilient. Chloe Starnes with the free throw line. Long pass goes a little high and out of bounds right in front of the Legacy bench, and that's a turnover for the Keller Lady Eagles. It's her 4th of the game. You would expect some turnovers by either team against the press and against the half-court defense that can be brought to the table from either side. Timeout on the floor. The two teams will talk it over right now. Legacy has doubled up the Lady Eagles of Keller. 10-5 is the score. This is coverage of the Texas Charter Girls State Basketball Championships from Rice University, Tudor Fieldhouse in Houston, Texas. I'm Joe Bowling. Back after this.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down. After the timeout was called, the Legacy Lady Titans will have the ball. They have a lead of 10-5. If you're just joining us, this is the Charter State Championships for the girls high school level. Legacy taking on Keller. Later we'll have the boys game as Leadership Prep will take on Da Vinci. But a long way till we get to that one, even though that one was scheduled to start at 8:30. Obviously, we are way behind schedule on tonight's program. Bradley has the ball, spins it outside to Livingston. Livingston takes it off the dribble, gets it back to Bradley in the paint, lets it go. Too strong on that shot. Rebound secured by Miranda for the Lady Eagles of Keller. Borman off the dribble. Right side pass, 16-footer. Let that go. Off the mark is Dura. Put way too much on that shot as it went over the rim and out of bounds. Fans watching on our YouTube, yes, Leadership Prep does play next as the boys state championship is scheduled to start at 8:30, but it's way behind schedule. There's a whistle and a foul called. That'll be against the Keller Lady Eagles, just their third of the first half. Nice pass inside on the baseline. Elliott didn't like the traffic. Here's a deep three by Livingston. That one won't go. Rebound secured on a nice job by Miranda of tipping that out. Here's Borman. Borman has the ball. Clears out to work against Livingston. Livingston has been just given the man-to-man assignment. Beats her off the dribble. Takes it with a floater. Won't go. In the paint. Rebound. Offensive board. Put it in. Miranda. Three-point game as Sharon Miranda was able to get that offensive rebound. Ball in the backcourt off the press. Legacy off the dribble, and Livingston will get to the free throw line as she gets fouled. Let's go back and watch on our South Padre, our Josh Moody replay. Watch the offensive rebounding here by Sharon Miranda. Thanks, Josh Moody, for providing the replay. Free throw time for Aliyah Livingston. Livingston hasn't scored a point yet here in this one. First one won't go from the free throw line. It's first free throw for the Legacy Lady Titans. Second one coming up is good. Legacy maintains control of the lead. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Borman has it for Keller. This time Bradley picks her up on the defensive end. Deep three by Bradley. Missed. Rebound saved, but right into the hands of Jasmine Elliott. Here's Livingston off the dribble again to the left side. Scoop shot won't go. Offensive board, though, by Livingston, and a foul will be called on the floor as Logan Pleasant was able to get the rebound. Substitution allowed to check in for Keller as Vicky Wainana checks into the game. Here's a jumper off the inbound play that won't go for Legacy. Rebound underneath. Secured by Wainana, who had just checked into game. Keller with the ball. In the paint. Good catch, but a travel call. In the defense of Wainana, she was trying to slip through a double team as she saw the ball heading in her general direction of where she was cutting. She had to catch, get through the double team, and then try to get set to move forward and call for the travel. That shot won't go in the paint. Missed by Alana Yates. Rebound, though, offensive board by Pleasant that won't go, and then a jump ball called with 2 seconds left. And Keller will inbound the ball. And this one will count. There may be a foul called. Time expired as Borman let the shot go. And they'll call that in the act of shooting and allow Reagan Borman most likely to shoot 3 free throws here. The officials will discuss it. The whistle definitely blew before the buzzer. The question was, did the foul occur before Borman was in the shooting motion? In this case, I believe she was, and the scorer's table has confirmed that. Legacy coach over on the sideline trying to get some clarification. But Reagan Borman steps up. 3 free throws. First one, no good. For Borman, now 1 of 3 at the line. Thus far in the game, she gets 2 more this trip. Look at the possession arrow. Legacy will get it to start the second quarter. Borman's next free throw good. Borman leads the team in scoring with 4 of the 8 points scored for the Lady Eagles here in this first quarter of play. Next free throw, they put 1 second back on the clock. And so the Eagles will inbound it. With 1 second to go, Titans get it. That shot won't count. Short by Livingston, and 1 quarter in the books. 2 points separate the teams. Legacy Titans on top of the Keller Eagles, 11-9. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this. See you later, touchdown.
I love what I do. I
love
really
what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We're the Harlem South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
Back here on Rio Sports Live, you can see we're at the home of the Rice Owls. Conference USA, they had a game here today at 2 o'clock earlier. There's fans that were here from the Charter State Championships. They got a chance to see the college team play. We had a couple of middle school championships. And here we are for the girls' title on the line. 11-9 the score after a quarter of play. Legacy Titans led by Jasmine Jesse, who had 8 points in the first quarter. Megan Borman finished with 5 to lead Keller. Now Legacy was late coming off the bench. The official had the ball on the sideline and had blown the whistle a couple of times trying to draw them across the court. And if they set that ball down, this could be a turnover to start the quarter because it was going to be Legacy ball. But if that official signals that the ball is ready to be in play, they can simply set that ball down. If no player's there to get it, the 5-second count begins. That didn't happen, so they allow Legacy to have the ball, and away we go. Second quarter begins. Legacy on the dribble is Logan Pleasant. Pleasant had 2 points, but 4 rebounds in the first quarter for the Titans. Out on top it goes to Bradley. Bradley and Livingston. Good ball handlers, and there's a foul call. Won't be a shooting foul, but it will be the 6th foul against the Keller Lady Eagles. So the next free throw will send a Legacy Titan to the free throw line to shoot free throws. If you're watching on our YouTube channel, give me a shout out where you're watching the game from. It's always neat to see the reach on how far fans are tuning in. As we are here in Houston tonight. Lengthy discussion by the officials. This may be to figure out if Livingston was indeed in the act of shooting. In this case, that's not the case. They'll have the ball out of bounds, and the Legacy Titans will throw it in. Leading by 2. They'll get it into Yates. Yates outside to Pleasant. Further outside it goes. That's Brittany Anderson on the top of the key. Pass right side to Bradley. Bradley to Livingston. She's open. Lets a 3 go. Misses. Long rebound, though, and right there is Brittany Anderson to get another look. Takes it off the dribble, puts it up and in. Brittany Anderson not only got the offensive board, caught the defense napping as she spun right back and went on the attack mode. Borman, right side. Catch by Starnes. Pass intercepted. Here comes Legacy. This is Bradley. Inside pass. Layup won't go. On the rebound, a foul will be called. Let's take a look at this. Let's go back and take a look at the Josh Moody replay. After this missed shot, watch the rebound and then watch how fast Anderson says, nobody guarding me, layup time. 13-9 your score. They called a foul against Legacy, vying for position out there. Tuning in from Harlingen, thanks for tuning in. Also in Milwaukee, thanks for tuning in for the broadcast here on Rio Sports Live. 13-9 the score. Keller trails They'll get the ball inside. That shot's blocked as Ndrangu took it in the paint. Here come the Legacy Titans. That pass inside is deflected and stolen off the turnover. Good recovery by Anderson. Can't save it inbounds though. And coming off the bench, Brittany Anderson has sparked this team with some hustle. Not only the production off the offensive rebound, but that's hustle points right there. When you get back after a turnover and prevent something easy, that's just good defense. Jasmine Jesse checks back in the game for the Legacy Titans. She just comes into your screen there. For Legacy, she leads the team with 8 points. That means she leads all scorers on the court in this game with her 8 points. Inbound play for the Keller Lady Eagles. Tipped out of bounds as Brittany Anderson defended that well. Tried to get it to Chloe Starnes, cutting through the paint. Nothing there for her. 4-point game. Here in the second quarter, the Legacy Titans have scored the only points. Keller, Lady Eagles, trying to get the ball in, and this time Kendall Hitchens gets a hand on it for Legacy and tips it out of bounds. Also tuning in from Walker, Louisiana. Give a shout out to Tracy Brown. Thanks for tuning in here to this state title game. Keller, again, trouble to get the ball in, as this time Deanna Bradley gets in the way. So 3 different players have contested the inbound play. We just keep moving the ball around. Finally the ball's in, pinballs off 3 players, and then Starnes will travel. And how about that? The last 2 players there were Caitlin Leaks and Deanna Bradley for Legacy. So literally all 5 players on consecutive inbound plays touch the ball defending an inbound pass against Keller. Pass inside, defending there is Starnes, as she'll prevent that entry pass to Jasmine Jesse. Jesse's been a force inside. Starnes right now is on the assignment. See Jesse come diving down in the paint here. Always looking to receive those passes. Here's a little floater up and off the mark, missed by Anderson. Gets an offensive rebound though. Passes outside, and a travel will be called. Offensive rebound, that's the 8th offensive rebound for the Legacy Titans here in the first half. Keller with the ball. Borman off the dribble. Into a double team in the corner. Gets it on the sideline, saved. Loose ball, Keller gets to it, now it's stolen. Here comes Legacy. This is Hitchens. Hitchens on the right side, won't finish. Offensive board, put that up, that won't go by Anderson. And Keller secures the rebound. Lady Eagles in the paint. That one goes. On the attack, Lauren Dura scores her first 2 points. 2-point game. Here in the second quarter, Legacy Titans led 11-9 after 8 minutes of play. Jesse catches, hands it off to Anderson. Anderson to the free throw line. Hitchens lets that fly, won't go. Long rebound comes out to Borman. Borman's got tremendous speed. Handles it, defended out there against Hitchens. Hands it off, here's a deep 3. They'll step into it, that's a travel. I talked about it yesterday in that St. Thomas game. There's the added 3-point line on the floor. A lot of times the players will get just a bit confused and they'll set up to shoot a 3-pointer, not realizing till they're ready to shoot it that they are way beyond that arc. Here's a steal, layup, missed by Miranda. Offensive board though, put it up and in. Reagan Borman trailing the play, ties us up at 13. Bradley brings it up for the Legacy. Spins it right side to Hitchens. Hitchens goes right inside, and that's money. Missed shot, though, this time by Jesse. Gets her own board, gets to the free throw line, but travels first. That had been just cash in the bank in the first quarter anytime they delivered that pass inside to Jasmine Jesse. Just missed on that one. Keller Lady Eagles now a chance to take the lead here in this second quarter. There's a steal. Here's Deanna Bradley to the right side. Lays it up. Got it. Legacy back on top. Eagles with the ball. Borman in the backcourt. See some pressure. She gets it into the half-court set on the offensive end. Pass on the baseline. That one's blocked, but a foul's going to be called. And Chloe Starnes is going to get to the free throw line for the Keller Lady Eagles. Fans tuning in asking about that boys game. Yes, we're behind schedule. Boys were scheduled to tip off at 8:30. It's 8:30 right now. And we're not even at halftime of this girls game. But bear in mind, we'll broadcast it for you. We'll be here for the championship game. Starnes makes the first free throw for this trip down. She's got 3 points in the game. Looking to tie it up here at 15 apiece. Does. Keller backs off, no press. Legacy will bring it up. Livingston to run the point. Anderson stays in the game. This is Leaks with the ball. Now outside it goes to Yates. Back to Livingston. Livingston on a clear out. Takes it left side, lays it up. Missed it, but got fouled. Crossover dribble just blew past the initial defender. Draws the foul, which is the 6th team foul. Make it the 7th team foul against Keller. First free throw good, second one coming up for Alea Livingston. Makes that 2. Keller back up by 2 for Livingston. She's got 3 points. All of those coming at the free throw line. Borman gets a screen in the backcourt, and they'll call a foul on that. Vicky Wainana had stayed back in kind of like protection mode for Reagan Borman. Not sure she needs that. She can handle the ball straight up against most defenders. But Wainana was stepping closer to her to try to help set up a screen. What you do there is you just wait. Let the ball come to you. Just stand there. And it's up to the ball handler to bring that defender right into you. There's a travel called. They'll give the ball back to the Keller Eagles. Each team has scored 6 points here in the second quarter. Keller with the ball. Borman brings it up. Brittany Anderson there to guard her. Takes it across. Gets it on the wing. Now they'll get it on the baseline. That shot is up and short. Deanna Bradley gets the rebound, and here comes the Legacy Lady Titans. Bradley outside to Livingston for 3. Answer is no. On the rebound, though, an offensive board. That won't go for Pleasant. Ball in the paint. That one won't go, but a foul's going to be called. And a free throw chance for Elena Yates. More offensive rebounding for the Legacy. Yates' first one won't go. Legacy as a team, 3 of 5 from the free throw line for 60%. Second one here, looking for her first point of the game. Can't get that. Dura brings it up for the Eagles. Contact there, and that'll be a foul call. That'll be the 7th foul. Means each team is in the bonus for the next 2:50 here to close out this first half. As Lauren Dura steps in. Allows a substitute to check in, Chamberlain Elliott, because this is a 1-on-1. They can substitute in before the first shot. If it were a two-shot opportunity via either a shooting foul or off the double bonus, you have to wait. But in this case, a 1-on-1, you can check in on the first one. Dura ready, make the first, get a second. Can't get that though. Offensive rebound though, that is a missed shot and another quick foul. Chloe Starnes got the offensive rebound and then immediately got fouled. And so she'll step up to shoot free throws. Lady Eagles just 5 of 8 from the free throw line. Starnes has made 2 of 2. This is the first here. 3 chances all at the free throw line this trip down for the Keller Lady Eagles. Nothing to show. Starnes is ready and makes that one. 1 point game. Legacy maintains control of the lead. They've led throughout most of this game. Livingston hands it off to Bradley. Bradley brings it up. Borman will guard her. Outside to Elliott. Now they'll go inside to Jesse. Missed that shot. Quick rebound by Dura, and here come the Eagles with a chance to take the lead. Spins it outside. Over to Starnes. Starnes to Borman with a nifty behind the back pass. Borman off the dribble will get to the free throw line. Starnes, it wasn't that wasn't a showcase pass, but she did wrap the ball around her back to hand it off to Borman. Borman to the free throw line. First one good. Yes, we're on schedule for the boys game to start somewhere around 9:45. It was scheduled for an 8:30 start. I don't think Dahlia realizes that yet. She's operating the camera right now. Second free throw good by Reagan Borman. Keller on top. They've outscored the Legacy Titans 9-6 here in the second quarter. Livingston, that's a soft pass. It's tipped out of bounds. Fortunately for Legacy, that wasn't a steal. Livingston normally will have a lot more on that pass. She's guarded by Borman, trying to prevent her from even touching the ball. Catches, turns, squares up. Again, just like Borman can handle the ball, Livingston can too against the defenders on straight up man-to-man. Here's Jesse, misses that shot. Good block out and a rebound secured by Starnes. Chloe Starnes with her 3rd rebound of the game. Borman off the dribble. Whistles a pass inside. There's Starnes. Put it up, miss it. Gets her own rebound. Lost it as it's taken away by Elliott. And then in the back court, whistle stops play. It'll be a foul call that's going to send Chamberlain Elliott to the free throw line for the Legacy Titans. Tuning in from Huntsville, Texas, thanks to Mary Charlotte Elliott watching this game. This is Chamberlain Elliott at the free throw line. It's a 2-shot foul, as that was a 10th team foul. Either way, it doesn't matter. She makes the first. She's going to get a second. And that's her first point of the game. Coming up at halftime, I'll run down some stats for you. I'll also have some first half highlights. And we'll talk about the boys game just a bit. Second free throw, rolls around, falls in. Legacy back on top. As back and forth we go between these two teams. Keller with the ball. Right side pass to Dura. Lets it go from 3. Misses. Tried to get her own rebound. Instead, it gets to Hitchings. And here comes the Legacy. Hitchings coast to coast. Finds Livingston. Lets that go. Misses. Good offensive rebound by Caitlin Leaks. Off the dribble is Livingston. Left side. That's short. Starnes secures the rebound for the Eagles. Here's Borman. Hesitates. Jump stop in the paint. And a whistle and a foul call. Borman had to wait because that was real borderline through that jump stop. as to whether or not she landed before the contact happened. Had she done so, that would have been a travel, and she knew it. That's what the Legacy coach is talking about right now. She's pleading her case right now to the official that that was a jump stop, and off the jump stop, that extra hop meant she was traveling, so any contact that happened was after the travel. Nothing doing as Borman hits the first free throw. Ties us up at 19. Second one won't go. Here's Livingston. Over to Elliott. Makes that. Chamberlain Elliott with a little range. Legacy back up by 2. Borman tries to answer in transition. Gets the ball back in the corner. Back outside, nearly stolen. It goes out of bounds. Now the official is blowing a whistle. Trying to calm down the Legacy coach. Again, she was pleading the case. Here's Borman off the dribble. Outside it goes. Good ball fake by Dura. Misses that shot as it goes out of bounds. Back here, Legacy with the ball in the corner. Here's Elliott getting it inside. Missed shot there. And Jasmine Jesse will get to the free throw line. Jesse stands in. 8 points in the first quarter. Hasn't scored here in the second, but still leads the team in scoring. Shooting 2. First one counted. Legacy up by 3. Legacy scored 11 points in the first quarter. Matched that here with that made free throw. They've got 11 here in the second. Second one for Jasmine Jesse. Takes her time, misses it. On the rebound, it's Caitlin Leaks that keeps it alive. And now a foul called as Chamberlain Elliott on the dribble gets fouled, and she'll get to shoot free throws. Both teams in the double bonus, so 2 free throws here for Chamberlain Elliott. 4 points scored in the game. First one good. Elliott with 5 points now in the first half. The lead is 4, trying to give her team a 5-point lead. Can't get that. Rebound by Keller in the backcourt, and that'll be a turnover as Borman was immediately double teamed near the baseline and stepped out of bounds. Keller will get it. Or check that, Legacy will get it. Borman nearly steals that as it goes out of bounds. Legacy Titans on top by 4. They'll call a timeout to talk about the final 12.6. We'll be back with that next play and wrap up the first half after this.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
We're the Ray Texans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to...
Back here on Real Sports Live, that was the Josh Moody replay screen that got you that final replay. As the Legacy Titans get it into Livingston. Livingston, the ball above her head, takes it on the dribble, gets it back outside. On the dribble, this is Hitchens, and she'll travel before she gets that shot away. So see if Keller can get something on a final shot. Roll it in for Borman. She'll touch it, bring it up against the defense of Livingston. Here's a three on the way that'll count, and it's just off the mark, missed by Zina Drago. Welcome to our halftime show here on Rio Sports Live as we're at Rice University in Houston, Texas. 23-19 is your score. Halftime show brought to you by Luke Furia Motors out of Brownsville, Texas, by the EDC of San Benito, by South Padre Island, and by Josh Moody Loans. Statistics and highlights of the first half right after this on Rio Sports Live.
Games.
We envision that San Perlita ISD will help our students acquire the necessary knowledge, communication, and problem-solving skills through a variety of educational and social experiences to become productive citizens in our global society. Be a part of the change to help create a community where we guide each other to our unlimited potential.
We are Santa Rosa and you're watching Real Sports Live.
There is a feeling you get when you walk onto a campus.
A sense of love, compassion, and dedication.
An environment that inspires each of our HCISD family members
to do their best and to be their best.
We ground our education on strong character, and together, we will always persist towards the future.
We are a district of choice.
A district of innovation.
And a district of excellence.
We are HCISD.
We are heading
back here at the halftime break. The crowd settled in. We got a boys championship game which was scheduled to start at 8:30, but we're at 8:55 already. So that boys game may not even start till 10 o'clock at night, as the girls championship game has reached a halftime break. In the first half, leading scorers, Reagan Borman leads away for the Keller Lady Eagles with 10 points. Her teammate Chloe Starnes with 5, Laura Dura with 2. Sharon Miranda has 2 as well. They scored 19 points. But on the other side, the Legacy Titans scored 23, led by Jasmine Jesse with 9 points in the first half. Chamberlain Elliott with 5. Alea Livingston with 3. Deanna Bradley with 2. Logan Pleasant with 2. Brittany Anderson also with 2. On the rebound side, Logan Pleasant leads the Legacy team with 5. Chloe Starnes has 5 for the Keller Lady Eagles. It was 11-9 after a quarter. Legacy on top. They outscored Keller 12-10 in the second quarter and lead by 4. We'll take a break. When I come back, we'll have your first half highlights. This is Real Sports Live.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc., you're gonna find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, here's your first half highlights. It's your first point of the game. They do not press, they back off, and Legacy will bring it up. Legacy again had a lot of layups in the first quarter of their semifinal game against Idea Westico. Bradley hands it off. They'll go inside. That banker's up and in. From the low blocks, out beyond the arc. Borman with a catch. Takes it in the paint, hands it off. Banker no good. Offensive rebound, though, and put it up and in. Made by Chloe Starnes. Ball back on the other side. Legacy down 3-2. Pass it inside again. That shot's blocked. Offensive rebound, though. Get it back in the paint. That one's up and in. Jasmine Jesse with another bucket. Now gets it out to Aliyah Livingston. Livingston hands it off. Now they'll go inside. Nice look. Shot up and in. Jesse's there again. On the ball. Find a cutter. That's Borman. Has to save it. Back outside it goes to Starnes. On the dribbles, Borman running one-hander off the glass and in. Reagan Borman. Much success beyond the arc yesterday for the Lady Eagles. They really didn't need it. It was all that defense that just really controlled the game. Off the press, Elliott brings it up, throws it up high, catch by Elliott, put it up, in. Jasmine Jesse for 2 more on that. So Legacy will bring it up. Lady Titans. Leah Levinston takes it right side. Nice. Back here in Rio Sports Live, we're going to cut those halftime highlights short because there was a very quick turnaround as we head from the second into the third quarter because of the fact that they're running so long. The boys' game was scheduled to start at 8:30. This girls' game is at 9 o'clock, and we're just now at halftime. And so not much time to get ready, not much time to change the strategies. And away we go as the third quarter begins. With Legacy on top, 23-19, it's their ball. Pass it right side. Brittany Anderson travels on the quick catch. Anderson had some big minutes in that first half. She's in there to start this second. Here's Reagan Borman. There's your leading scorer for Keller with the ball. Gets it over to Dura. Dura can handle it off the dribble as well. Gets it back to Borman. Borman looking inside. Boy, they had Starnes that time, didn't find her. Now they'll reverse it. Here's an open jumper from 3. That's short, though. Offensive rebound, though. That's Miranda with another board, which is her 5th. Now a turnover, and here come the Legacy. This is Aliyah Livingston, and she'll make it. She showed that she has that extra gear. If you don't get in front of her, she can beat you down court and finish. Here's Borman. Top of the key it goes. Dura off the dribble. Gets it back to Borman. Minute gone here in the third. Left side 3. Good look, but short. Offensive rebound. Shot blocked out of there. Here come the Legacy. Livingston again. Dishes off. And it's up and in. Made by Anderson. That's an assist. And the Legacy have opened up an 8-point lead. Let's take a look on our South Padre Island replay screen. On the right side, you'll see the speed of Livingston and then the recognition that Anderson was on her wing. Make that defender commit, deliver the pass, bucket made. Talking about an 8-point lead. Back with more after this.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes.
Back here on Rio Sports Live after the timeout was called, it is the Keller Lady Eagles with the ball. They are down by 8 here in this third quarter. Here's Starnes off the dribble. Chloe Starnes passes it. That's stolen, though, and here come the Legacy, and this is Deanna Bradley to Livingston, and Borman commits a foul. Bradley is just as capable of Livingston of running the breaks. Livingston at the free throw line. Aliyah, 3 of 4 from here in the game. Misses the first of a 2-shot free throw chance. She's got 5 points in the game. Second one, no good. Long rebound out, and there's Anderson. Pass it left side, that's nearly stolen. Anderson's there to recover, hands it off to Bradley, over to Livingston. Livingston backs away against the defense of Starnes. Over it goes to Bradley. Reverse it for a 3. Bingo! Kendall Hitching from beyond the arc, and suddenly the Legacy Titans have opened up an 11-point lead. Keller with the ball. Right side to Starnes. Starnes looking inside, posting up hard as Miranda. Here's a deep 3 by Borman. That's short. The rebound by Jasmine Jesse is her 3rd of the game. Legacy trying to get 3 more from the right side. Won't go. Offensive board, though. Put it up. No good. Offensive board again. Put it in. Count it, the foul. Deanna Bradley to the line. Sticking with it. Offensive rebounding. Deanna Bradley. And it's a 9-0 run for the Legacy. Let's take a look on our Josh Moody replay. Brought to you by Josh Moody Loans. Just relentless board work inside. And Deanna Bradley to the line. Thank you, Josh Moody Loans. Bradley looking for a 3-point play. Can't get it. On the rebound, a jump ball will be called. Got to give credit to Jasmine Jesse on that. Miranda was blocking out, but Jesse went right after it. Legacy will get it on the exchange. On the alternate. Jump ball. Livingston has it. Penetrates right side to Hitchings. Outside it goes. This is Anderson in the paint. Misses it. Rebound by the Lady Eagles. Save, but back out of bounds it goes. Touch last by the Legacy. And so the Lady Eagles of Keller will try to right the ship here, giving up the first 9 points here of this second half. Starnes can't catch that one. Off the turnover, here come the Legacy. Here's Livingston looking for Anderson, nothing there, taken away by Dura. And here comes Keller back on the offensive end. Dura off the dribble to the right side. That'll be a foul call. As Kendall Hitchings steps out on the defense. Keller basketball. Looking inside, jumper on the way, good. Off the dribble that time as Lauren Dura, and they had Sharon Miranda just wide open inside on the block. She's been posting up well, but that time, literally, nobody even trying to defend her on the post. Bradley gets it inside, that's a travel. Jesse was there. There were 2 defenders in front of her. As the pass was low, she was trying to take a look at how do I get this ball up and get past 2 defenders in one motion. And thus, the foul. 4:32 left here in this third quarter. Through a double team for the Eagles. Dura hangs on to it and then gets fouled. That was as near a turnover as you'll see. But Dura maintained enough control to draw that foul. Second team foul in the second half against the Legacy. Keller with the ball. Borman off the dribble against Livingston. Hands it off. Livingston nearly steals that. Loose ball. They'll hit the floor. Good hustle by Starnes. Near the mid-court stripe, and what do they call here? Call a travel on Starnes. Unable to control the ball as she rolled to the ground. Livingston to Bradley. Bradley to Elliott. Elliott for 3, but she'll travel first. I talked about that when you're well beyond the arc. You get in the motion of shooting and realize I'm further out than I think. Those lines, there's a gray line and then there's a black line. Doesn't look like a wide margin, but it does affect the shooter. Sometimes you have to take that extra step to get the leverage to let that go. Borman, nice pass inside and a blocked shot, but a foul call. No, they'll call a jump ball. Miranda that time who I talked about earlier, has been working extremely hard getting open on the blocks. That time Borman found her. On the dribble, this is Ndrangu. Outside it goes. Starnes for three. Bang! Chloe Starnes from beyond the arc. Lady Eagles cut it to a, I'll check that, they call it a 2-point shot. Now the ball inside, and that's another travel. Talked about it in the pregame show. Both teams can bring as much defense as you want to play against. And anytime you can do that, even if you're down double digits, you do have a chance to get back in the game. Borman off the dribble. Left side to Starnes. Back looking for Borman. Near steal by Bradley. Keller gets it out. Here's a three on the way. No good. Long rebound out. Jump ball coming up. Possession arrow favors the Titans of Legacy. Again, we will have the boys game here in a bit at the conclusion of this one. This is the girls' championship game for your Texas charter schools. Bradley outside, it goes to Elliott. That pass is stolen, and here come the Eagles. This is Miranda, right side, misses it. Rebound, Borman trails the play, keeps it alive for the Eagles. Outside for a three. Well short and out of bounds. And in a 9-point game with 2:45 to go in the third, that's not panic time, but it is something you circle. Those are layups and chances to score with relative ease against what is a team that can bring the defense. So anytime you get something easy, you want to convert. There's a near steal by Starnes. She will take it away. Lady Eagles, back-to-back defensive plays. Borman brings it up. Stays at the top of the key. She's got some range out there. Throws that one away, looking for Starnes. It's one of those things you look at as a guard. It's when you've got the ball out there and you see a player ranging into the far corner, the tendency is to keep that dribble and then just use that one hand and try to throw the ball in that direction. You'll see a lot of coaches tell players, most of the times when you get in that throwing motion, bad things happen. You want to stop and deliver a pass, not, in some definitions, wing a pass. That one went out of bounds. Timeout, 9-point game, 2:17 remaining here in the third from Rice University. We'll be back after this.
Be sure to stop by the concession stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the concession stand. Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, Blues.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, let's get back to action here in the third quarter. The Legacy Titans on top with the ball. They're up by 9 here in the third quarter. And there's a jump ball called, and that'll be another stop on the defensive end for the Keller Lady Eagles. Now yesterday in the first quarter of their game, that's what they were doing. It was, you could count them, 6, 7, 8 trips in a row in which they held their opponent to no shots or a turnover, and yet they couldn't score points off of that. Right now, third quarter, trying to get some points off a 4th trip in a row in which they've got the ball without allowing points. Ball was kicked. So it'll be Keller basketball on the sideline. Coming up, the boys' game will tip off about 15 minutes after this one ends. Borman, long three, won't go. Rebound in the paint, another jump ball coming up. Chloe Starnes working in the paint, trying to secure that offensive rebound. Kendall Hitchens was there to prevent that, force the jump ball. Legacy ball. Outside it goes to Bradley. Inside it goes to Jessie, and she'll travel. And that's a direct result of defense, my friends. You catch a pass on the blocks, and then there's a defender right there bodying up, not giving up an inch. Borman has the ball. Right side pass to Starnes. Back outside it goes, back to Starnes. Turns, squares up. Back to Borman. Right side, baseline move made into traffic, and a foul will be called. We've had a limit number of fouls here in this second half. That's just the third team foul against the Legacy. Wasn't in the act of shooting, so it'll be ball out of bounds for the Keller Lady Eagles. Get it into Starnes. Starnes lets it go, misses it. Rebound by Jasmine Jessie, and here come the Legacy Titans. Outside is Bradley, into Jessie, and this time she'll get fouled. You can see Jessie that time came higher up in the paint, looking for that pass. Legacy will throw the ball in. They stormed out of the gate in the third quarter, opened up a double-digit lead. Now a steal, and that's 5 trips in a row in which the Keller Lady Eagles defense has done the job. Borman, spin move, floats it off the back of the rim, rolls off, no good. Jessie with another rebound. Jasmine Jessie now with 5 of those in the game. Here's Livingston to Bradley, inside to Jessie, loses it. Borman, that's 6 trips in a row in which the defense has got the job done. Pass ahead, travel. Effort is there. Legacy maintains a basket made by the Legacy would be such a big swing. They're already up 9. They go back up double digits. And here it is, missed shot, but a foul called. And a chance at Elena Yates to get to the free throw line. You look up, you're struggling against a team which is really clamped down defensively, and yet you lead by 9. And then in one trip, you extend it back to double digits. First free throw is good. 10-point lead for the Legacy. Elena Yates, that's her first point of the game. She's 1 of 3 at the line in the game. Makes that one too. Eagle basketball. Borman brings it across to Starnes. Starnes is double teamed, and Livingston steals it. Livingston has Bradley on her left, takes it right side against Borman, puts it up, counted to foul. Oh, a big shot by Alea Livingston. Borman commits a foul. Let's take a look on the South Padre Island replay screen on the right side. Starts with the defense, and then watch. No defender stop me. Basket made. Thank you, South Padre Island, for providing the replay. Livingston at the line. Free throw, no good. Got her own rebound, though. Put it up and in. Nobody put a body on the shooter. Here's a Borman half-court shot off the mark. Legacy, Lady Titans lead this one by 15 as we head to the fourth quarter. State championship within grasp of the Titans. Lady Eagles will have to go to work. We'll be back with the final 8 after this on Real Sports Live.
All here, organized and priced for you, forever memories. 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
We are the Harlingen Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rodo Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
Back Back here on Rio Sports Live, a lot of noise being made here at the Tudor Fieldhouse at Rice University, home of the Owls. Tonight, home of the Texas Charter girls and boys state championships in high school basketball. Fourth quarter begins. The Keller Eagles will have the ball, down by 15. I want you to go back to the third quarter and count that stretch in which they had 6 stops in a row. So as you look up down 15, you're capable of getting the stops if you can make the baskets to get back in this game. Right side pass, 3 on the way. That's good. Starts it off as the Lady Eagles drop in a 3 ball. Back come the Legacy. This is Bradley. Bradley, pass is deflected. Here's Borman. It's a 3-on-2. Pulls up against Livingston and makes it. Little 5-0 run right out of the gate for the Lady Eagles. Takes it back to a 10-point game. Now pressure by the Eagles in the backcourt. Bradley and Livingston play catch. Livingston has it poked away, but a foul will be called as Sharon Miranda commits the foul. 15 foul against the Lady Eagles. Here comes Brittany Anderson back in the game for the Legacy Titans. Anderson has been a strong force here tonight. Has made some critical plays. Bradley slows the pace, gets it to Livingston. Back outside to Bradley. Minute gone here in this fourth quarter. Livingston and Bradley playing catch. Bradley nearly stepped on the mid-court stripe. Then as she came forward, she got fouled. And that's 16 fouls on the Lady Eagles, which it's a bit early to start talking about we can foul, and well, now they call it a 7th foul. So it is a free throw chance. A 1-and-1 for Deanna Bradley. Misses it though. Rebound by the Eagles, and then a foul call. Eagle basketball. Inside they go. Ball goes out of bounds. (38-28) your score. Pass in is tip. Caught, shot up, no good. Rebound by Bradley. Has to get out of a double team, and she'll push off to do so. There's Bradley missing a layup. Livingston is there. Fell to the ground as Bradley ran into her. Pass at the free throw line for Starnes. From the left wing, they'll bring it back to the free throw line to Starnes. Back outside. Off the drive is Borman. Put that in. Eight-point game. Legacy ball ahead to Hitchens. Hitchens hesitates, takes it to the baseline, and throws that away. After the turnover, then a foul's committed. Against the Titans. 16 fouls against the Titans. Here's Borman against Livingston. Left side, looks for a screen, gets it back. Handles the ball against Livingston. Reverse it. Dura goes to the baseline with a good pass. Missed shot though in the paint. Rebound secured, and here comes Brittany Anderson. Anderson, coast to coast, dishes off to Livingston. Good recovery on the defensive end though by the Eagles. as Dura tipped that out of bounds. 7-point game as Caitlin Leaks checks in for the Legacy. Catch there and a foul call, then Caitlin Leaks is going to go to the free throw line. Leaks shooting 2 here. First one no good. 5:23 left here in this fourth quarter. Second free throw by Leaks is good. Legacy Titans up by 9. Keller will inbound the ball. Here's Borman. Borman brings it up against Livingston. Right side there, off the dribble, that's kicked. And into the hands of Brittany Anderson. No whistle. Anderson beats him down court. Misses a layup. Livingston right there, misses it. Anderson gets it, lost it in the paint. Picked up, and here comes Chloe Starnes. Starnes guarded by Anderson. Spins past her, pulls up, shoots it, and makes it. Chloe Starnes with a finish. 6-point game. 2-possession game if you count that, and a timeout was called. Otherwise, the Legacy had just about turned that ball over. They lead by 6. This one's far from over. Back with more after this.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. Back here on Rio Sports Live, scoreboard had to be adjusted there. It is a 6-point game at 38-32 with the Legacy on top. It's their ball as we resume play here in the fourth. Off the dribble is Hitchens. Outside it goes to Livingston. Livingston, the leading scorer in the team, takes it off the dribble, dishes off. Back outside it goes to Anderson. Anderson to Hitchens, and she'll travel. Boy, she thought about releasing that shot. And just drug that foot. Eagles and the Legacy Titans head to the sideline. Fans try to keep it on the positive side, if you will, on the comments on the YouTube. Everything we're doing is free of charge, and we're trying to showcase these athletes. In some cases, this is a highlight of their careers. We'll be back with more after this on Rio Sports Live. Bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride. Back here in Rio Sports Live, as you see the Legacy Titans over there talking things over. They led it by 15 points as we headed into this fourth quarter of play. Thanks on a great finish by Leah Livingston to propel her team up by 15. Now they look up. That lead is down to 6. And it's the Eagles' ball as we start play. Reagan Borman, right side. Now they'll go inside. That shot's blocked. And it goes out of bounds. Oh, they'll call a foul. And a chance for Sharon Miranda to the free throw line. Stops play with 4:14 to go. Miranda with 5 points and 5 rebounds in the game.
hasn't shot a free throw. She'll shoot 2 here. First is good. 5-point game. Second one, also good. 4-point game. If you're counting that, that's possessions. It's way too early to start counting possessions in this one. Livingston has the ball for Legacy. Outside to Bradley. Bradley to Hitchens. Lets it fly. That one's blocked. Rebound by the Lady Eagles, and here comes Keller. Borman spins to the free throw line. In the paint. Puts it in. 2-point game. 38-36 after being down 15. This Lady Eagle team has made the run. Borman saves that. In the paint it goes. Shot goes up. In, we're tied. $38 apiece. Nothing decided here. Here comes Livingston. Livingston across for Legacy. Gets it over to Leaks. Leaks gets it back inside but taken away. As the Lady Eagles force the turnover. Borman brings it across. Top of the key, right side it goes. 3 for Dura. Answer, no. Rebound goes out of bounds. Legacy Titans will have it. They'll also substitute in as Annie Bradley returns to the game. Borman now with that made basket has 14 points. She now leads all scorers here in this game. Legacy ball in the backcourt. Ahead to Livingston. Livingston beats a defender. Borman trying to trail her, commits a foul. And that'll mean Aliyah Livingston gets to the free throw line for the Legacy Titans. Livingston unofficially 12 points in the game. So 1-1 as that was the 9th team foul. Makes that. And the Legacy regain the lead. It's one thing about it when you're a team that's been playing catch up, even though you erase a 15-point lead, if you look up and you're still trailing after that made free throw, makes it difficult. There's a near steal, but Borman with a nice catch. Reagan Borman. Right side it goes to Dura. In the corner, now they go inside on the blocks, but the ball's knocked out of bounds. Brittany Anderson fronting that post. Behind it was Jasmine Jesse as they had blanketed Miranda. Weren't going to let her catch that if at all possible. Eagles get it in on the inbound play, laid it in. Off a curl, Sharon Miranda says, I'll take it this way. Eagles on top by 1. Near steal, jump ball, possession arrow favors Legacy. Deanna Bradley will throw it in. Here comes Livingston across the timeline. Stays out wide. Borman gives her a lot of room, respecting the ability to drive. Bradley beats him on the baseline, just as inside. Off of 2 players. Stolen. Here come the Eagles, and Livingston takes it right back away. Livingston in the open court, dishes off to Bradley, puts it up, got fouled. Noah Travel first. Oh, a travel first. Bradley thought for sure she was heading to the free throw line at worst. The official trailing the play said she drugged the foot. So a 1-point lead for the Keller Eagles. And Borman brings it over. Timeout called. Keller with the ball and a lead here in the 4th quarter. Back with more after this.
Service is attitude. How far are we willing to go to service our community, our dealership here at Fruya, and you? Sky's the limit.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sun rises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
Back here, we're at Rice University in Houston. This is girls' state championship game for the Texas charter schools. A 1-point game as the Keller Lady Eagles have erased a 15-point second half deficit. Make that a 15-point fourth quarter deficit to lead by 1. It's their ball out of the break. Out it goes to Dura. Dura into a double team, gets it over to Borman. Borman stays out high against the defense of Bradley. Backs away. Takes it on the drive, left side, lays it up. Too strong. Rebound by the Legacy. Outlet pass to Livingston, and she'll travel. Actually, they called a travel on Yates. Yates got the board, had 2 defenders right there, pressuring her as she looked to release that outlet. So a turnover gives it back to the Eagles. Throw it out high. Borman catches. Stays out wide. Eagles up by 1, under 2 to go in this game. And there will be a foul called. That'll send Chloe Starnes to the free throw line. Starnes is 3 of 4 from the line. She stands in here. This will be a 1-and-1. First of which is no good. Long rebound goes out of bounds on the baseline, and that's going to be off of Elena Yates. And so the Keller Eagles will retain possession on this trip down. Eagles to throw it in. Borman is fouled. Deanne Bradley commits the foul. And that's going to be her 5th foul of the game. As Reagan Borman heads to the free throw line. Still a 1-and-1 as that's a 9th team foul. First one no good. And a jump ball on the rebound. Possession arrow favors the Eagles again. So 2 missed 1-and-1s. And a third chance for the Eagles to continue to take time off the clock or extend the lead. Borman off the dribble, makes the shot and gets fouled. Reagan Borman delivers in a big way there. Count the basket to the free throw line, Reagan Borman. One free throw coming up here. Makes that. Big trip down the floor. Legacy with the ball. Here's Livingston. Gets it over to Anderson, right side. Too strong on that. Borman gets a rebound. Reagan Borman brings it up. Guarded by Anderson into a double team. Nearly traveled there. Livingston tries to steal it. Anderson does. Right side layup. Count it. 2-point game as Brittany Anderson gets the steal. Borman brings it ahead again. Anderson out there to guard her. Stays with the dribble, loses it. Loose ball. Anderson right there. Whistle blows. Let's see what they call. Timeout was called by Keller first. That's how close we were to a turnover. A jump ball would have given the ball to Legacy. Eagles with a 2-point lead will have the ball, if by a narrow margin. Back with more after this. Back here on Real Sports Live, Charter State Championship on the girls' side here at the high school level. What a game between the Legacy Titans and the Eagles of Keller. It'll be Eagle basketball out of the break with 1:02 to go. And again, I talked about it in the pregame show. I'll say it again. The way these two teams play defense, no lead is safe. No possession is safe. The next foul for either team will result in 2 free throws, by the way. Keller will try to inbound the ball, and look at the defense played. I mean, you can't move out there without a defender attached at your hip. Here's Borman. Dishes off. Layup, good. Chloe Starnes for 2. Keller up by 4. Here's Anderson. Lost it, picks it up, shoots it, and gets fouled. Stops the clock with 47 seconds to go. Brittany Anderson to the free throw line. 2 shots, the first one misses. Legacy as a team have attempted 25 free throws, made just 12. That's 48% from the line. Start looking at all kinds of things as a coach as to when you get these close games. Where were those points? Many have been left here at the free throw line by the Legacy. Anderson trying to make it a 1-possession game. Misses that. Rebound and then a jump ball, and Legacy's going to get it back. Heads up play by Brittany Anderson to cause that jump ball. And it'll be Legacy ball out of bounds. The officials are talking things over before they inbound the ball. Now they're going to make a call. And they'll still discuss it. Two officials out on top talking things over before they put the ball in play. And now it will be Legacy basketball out of bounds. Down by 4. Here's a 3 on the way. Good look, count it. Livingston from outside. A 1-point game. Long pass ahead for the Eagles. On the baseline, ball knocked out of bounds. That's off of Keller. Or check that, off of Legacy. 33 seconds left. 1-point game. Keller to inbound the ball. They still lead by 1. There's a loose ball stolen. Here comes Brittany Anderson. Gets it ahead to Livingston. This is for the lead. Count it. Titans on top. 19 seconds to go. Keller inbounds the ball in the backcourt. Borman with 15 on the clock has it knocked out of her hands. Alea Livingston drawing deep, coming up with some monster shots. Borman also came up injured in that play. And so we'll take a quick break. Reagan Borman will try to stay in the game. The Legacy lead this one by 1. This is Real Sports Live.
Motors, we're moving forward. Same great service, same great people, same great cars and trucks, and these great white vans. Our vision is crystal clear. Look for your motors. We're on the move.
We're the Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
We are the Harlingen Lady.
Back here on Real Sports Live, Timeout was called. Reagan Borman had to have a seat on the bench. So there's your best ball handler on the sideline with 14 and a half seconds to go. Here come the Eagles down by 1. They'll bring it up. On the dribble is Dura. Down to 7 to 6. Gets a shot away. No foul called. Outlet pass. Bradley, layup. State champions, Legacy. They win it 48-45 here at Rice University. They wanted to storm the court. They'll back that off. And a 3-point victory for the Legacy Titans in a thriller here tonight in Houston. After having a 15-point lead to start the fourth quarter, the Legacy found themselves trailing by 5. Came back to win this game by 3. Our player of the game is Alea Livingston. She'll get our Real Sports Player of the Game as the Legacy Lady Titans are state champions 2022 Texas Charter. And what a game between these two teams. We'll keep our broadcast going for the presentation of the trophy. And we'll take a break, and we'll come right back for that trophy presentation. This is Real Sports Live.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students.
Back here on Real Sports Live, the trophy presentation ready to begin here for the Charter State Championships as the Legacy Lady Titans will hoist the trophy. And a game that you just saw it from the word go. Two equally matched teams that both could summon up extra defense when needed. The Legacy Titans had built a 15-point lead. Keller storming back, took a fourth quarter lead, and looked like they had it in the books when the Legacy came up with some huge defensive stops. Brittany Anderson, a couple of big steals. Alea Livingston, a huge 3 down the stretch, and then a steal. And then Deanna Bradley puts it away with a layup to end it. 48-45, your state champions are the Legacy Lady Titans. That's going to do it for our broadcast. I got to get ready for the boys' game. If you enjoyed this one, I guarantee you the next one will be good too. Hope you enjoyed it. Till next time, watch for highlights, watch the replay, and keep it tuned.